Hey everybody, Bradley Peterson here. Got a little Movember no shave going on here. Hopefully we can raise a little money for a good cause, so I'm a little scruffy. Today I want to talk about three things that I've found that most long hitters of the golf ball have a tendency to do in their golf swing. I see a lot of posts and a lot of requests from people asking, how do you hit the golf ball further? What do you do to hit the golf ball further? And there's so many different types of golf swings out there, and I picked quite a few players, as you'll see in this video that will be added to this introduction. I picked a bunch of different golf swings: Freddie Couples, Rory McIlroy, Matt Kuchar, because I want to show some shorter hitters as well. So I wanted to show you that although the swings are varied and quite different, you'll see pretty eye-opening that the three things that I'm going to point out today, almost all of these long hitters of the golf ball do these three things regardless of how they swing. So what we're going to be focusing on in the video is rotation going back, particularly the second half of the backswing with your lower body, a left hip bump to start the downswing, and then left leg extension at and through impact, along with right arm and or right or left together extension at and through and past impact. And so I think it's going to be pretty eye-opening, hopefully for all of you, and maybe you can use some of these things to add some yards to your own game. And if not, hopefully some of this knowledge can help you see how some of the greats hit the ball as far as they do. Hope this helps. Have a great day. Okay, so let's start with Rory McIlroy here, and as you'll see, beautiful rotation going back, and you'll see that belt buckle as he goes back. It continues all the way to the top of the swing. I'm going to have some really good slow-mos here to show you. As you'll see here, the belt buckle continues moving all the way to the top of the backswing. Even if it stalls temporarily, it eventually continues turning. Now to start the downswing, you'll see this beautiful left hip bump. Beautiful left hip bump towards the target, which starts the downswing. As he gets to impact, he explodes his left leg up, and look at that extension with that right arm. Even the left arm is almost perfectly straight, and it's almost as though I always had the feeling of like someone was going to try and take the club away from me, almost pulling it away from me. And that's how much extension I'd like to have at and through and past impact. Here's DJ's. You can see, look at that belt buckle. What a great visual. It continues just rotating all the way to the top. Now as he starts his downswing, watch that left bump. Boom. There it goes, almost 6-8 inches. Look at that. That man in the back is now no longer visible. As he comes down, his left leg explodes up, and look at that extension. Beautiful extension. Left leg explodes. Beautiful extension passing through the ball. Now here's Justin Thomas. As you can see, he's still turning all the way to the top. He's got a little wider base, so he's not going to have as much of a turn, but he still turns. Here comes that left hip bump. Beautiful left hip bump to start his downswing. Let's see it again here. Absolutely gorgeous. You'll see how he explodes so aggressively with his left leg and those right. Oh, look at the extension. You almost can't be more extended without taking the club away from him. It's absolutely phenomenal, which is why he hits the ball as far as he does. Now here's a classic. Here's Freddie. Looks like he's very quiet, but then here comes that lower body, second half of the backswing, all the way turned back as far as he can rotate. Gives him that opportunity to coil his shoulders with less pain. I know he's had a bad back forever, but this has helped him play longer. And there goes that left hip. There goes that left hip. Beautiful. Look at that bump. Now watch this left leg explode up. Look at that right arm. Beautiful extension. Left leg at impact and through, up, right, beautiful. Now here's Matt Kuchar, big tall guy. You'll notice that thing has stopped turning. That belt buckle going up has now stopped halfway back. And you'll see what will happen is rather than a bump, it's a turn. It's a rotation of his hips and his shoulders together, okay? And what that does is it doesn't allow that coil in the downswing, that explosion. He does straighten the left leg, but then watch this. He rebends it, just like he does with his right arm right here. Costs him tremendous yardage. I bet you could hit the ball 30 or 40 yards longer if he were just stay extended. But then again, he's a very accurate hitter. Now here's the legend, Ben Hogan. Rotates all the way back continually. Everybody knows that. Beautiful turn. He just keeps turning. And then such a beautiful, smooth bump. Look at that bump. There it goes. Absolutely gorgeous. Here comes the left hip bump. We all know how far he hit it for as small as the guy as he was. There goes the left leg, and look at that extension. Look at how long he maintains that extension. One of the reasons why he hit the ball as far as he did for not being a very big guy. Absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. Now here, Luke Donald, former world number one, Look at how minimal that turn is. It stops almost immediately and stays there, okay? And again, just like Matt Kuchar, rather than a bump, it's a turning of the hips and shoulders together. You'll see what he does is he straightens out very early, way too early actually, okay? Lost his energy well before the golf ball. And although he's trying to keep his right arm straight, look at this. He pulls everything back into himself. It's a very guidey type of swing, as I call it, which is why he hits it so straight, but it's also why he hits it so short. We could easily add 25, 30 yards to Luke if you were to come with us. Now, just to show you I practice what I preach, here's my 10-year-old daughter who swings over 100 miles an hour. Yes, 10-year-old daughter. And you'll see that everything we just talked about, she does all those things beautifully. Look at how full this turn is going back. Huge turn. Looks like Hogan, except even more. And look at that bump. It is super exaggerated bump. Love that bump. And then you'll see she straightens up the left leg. Beautiful extension post-impact. Which is why she can hit the ball